Gonna run. No image stabilisation. I've left my router, not my router, my gimbal in the van, not the van, the boat, going to pieces today. Right, Colin and Sean have caught us up, so got to do a bit of a sprint to the next lock. Oh no. Well, that's my jogging done for the year. Oh God, this is when you realise how unfit you are. Hello everybody.
This, just a heads up, the beginning of the video is nothing to do with the video.
That clip that you just saw.
We just wanted you to see Mark running.
You won't see it again. No, that was something I'd done a few weeks ago, and that should have gone into last week's edit, but
and it didn't.
It didn't.
So,
yeah.
I said you've got to add it so that people see that you run.
That I can actually run.
This week's little video is our sort of little bit of a stay in Lousenford, and then moving on to Hockley Heath.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just taking the woofs out for a walk. We're still at Lousenford, I think that's what it's called. Been here for 5 or 6 days now. We had our Sainsbury's shopping delivery cancelled by Sainsbury's fraud squad and locked out of our account. We can't even complain because it's an online complaints procedure and you need to log into your account to complain. So managed to get our shopping delivered. Well, I say that, it should be delivered tomorrow, and Deb will tell you how we got round that little one. And still with Colin and Sean from Foxes Afloat, but I think our paths are going to separate around about Monday stroke Tuesday time as we head on back up the Stratford-upon-Avon Canal. We're going to go north on the north part of the Stratford-upon-Avon Canal, which they've already done, and they are going to turn onto the Grand Union and either head north or south. You will have to wait and find out.
Yeah, so as you can see what Mark just said, we had a bit of a problem with Sainsbury's online shopping.
First time in 15 months we've been online shopping, mainly with Tesco's.
Yeah.
So this was the first time we've done it with Sainsbury's.
Tesco's weren't delivering to that particular area, so we decided to use Sainsbury's. Did the shop. We booked the slot on the Monday for the Thursday.
Along with the other boat we're cruising with. So we'd both booked a delivery
for the Thursday.
To a holiday cottage 50 feet away from us at the lock.
Yeah.
All confirmation come through with both of us.
Yeah, with a message saying, we put a message, we are a canal boat on the narrowboat on the canal, etc. And that was on the Monday, and last thing on the Wednesday night before the deadline of your...
We added a couple of items, which you can amend your order.
Yeah.
And then when we woke up Thursday morning, shock horror, we had this message from them, and just didn't know why. But these were the bits that we added to the order. So now whether we actually joked...
We did.
When we was adding these, that will that flag up a coronavirus alert on their software and them not deliver?
And no one wanted to deliver to us. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so what we did was, or Mark did, contacted the customer service.
Well, the first thing I'd done was went online to check the order.
That's right.
And then
we were locked
shock horror, we're locked out of the account. So we rang the customer service number that we was given on the text message.
To ask why.
Yeah, and...
they couldn't tell us.
No, it was being dealt with by their fraud department.
Which
they don't talk to fraud department.
No, fraud department don't talk to them.
They said all we can do is raise an appeal, which will take 72 hours.
Yeah,
and this is working hours.
Yeah. So we said that's what we'll do.
That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Asked how we go about complaining.
Or is there a complaints procedure?
There is a complaints procedure.
Online. But you're no longer a customer, sir.
And she said, basically, because you're locked out of your account, you're no longer a customer, so you can't access the online complaints procedure.
Yeah. I tried social media.
Yeah.
There's a Sainsbury's Facebook page thing, and I tried that, and they said, we can't help you. So we were just at a loss, really. It puts you in a situation where to top it all, they had took the money.
Yeah,
for
we
shopping.
was told. We had another text message saying we've cancelled your order, like we'd asked them to do it, and we won't take no money.
Yeah.
Well, on the Saturday morning, we actually looked and they'd taken the money.
Yeah.
Now, fortunately, we've got a little bit of savings, not a lot, but there's a lot of families, and we've been in this position in the past where you live from payday to payday.
Yeah.
Now, had that been the case with us, we'd have then gone on the Friday or the Saturday.
Somewhere else.
Bearing in mind, we was 20 miles away from a supermarket. We're in the middle of nowhere, so we'd have had to get a taxi. So we'd have got a taxi to the nearest town, gone into a supermarket, got to the tills, handed my card over, only to find out
it had been declined.
You've got no money because
they'd already took
Sainsbury's have taken the money from you for the shop and they haven't delivered. I can't see how they could take the money, because if we're locked out of account, they've said you are no longer a customer. So if they're taking money from somebody who's not a customer, it's fraud in my books anyway.
But I mean, they did refund it the same day, later on in the day, which. Well, they had to, but when you rung, they said, "Oh, sorry about that," and that was it. No other explanation.
Yeah. And we was getting seriously low on food. Yeah.
But luckily, boaters being boaters help each other out tremendously. And what we did was we used someone else's Sainsbury's account and ordered a shop and got it delivered to that place. Paid them for the shopping, and we got our delivery on the Saturday instead of the Thursday.
The exact same item for item. So I got my cough medicine.
Yeah, exactly. And to top it all, when we went to pick up our delivery, the guy was the same delivery guy from the Thursday, and he actually told us that our delivery was on his van.
It was stacked next to Fox's because we'd both done the order, and he was panicking that we was actually going to come down
and
kick up a stink.
Yeah. So our delivery was actually on there. So all that food, especially fresh food,
the fresh
would
and
have
the
been
frozen,
thrown away most probably. And what a waste!
Yeah, they could have given it to us.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, we got our shopping and got loads of little bits and pieces because we were having one last night with the Foxes, and it was what we call dribbles night.
And for those of you who don't know what dribbles is, it's not drink until you get to that state where you're dribbling. It's drinks and nibbles, dribbles.
Yeah, so... But mind you can get to the point where you drink, where you dribble.
We
didn't. I don't think we did.
I don't know. And we endured. I say endured. It was. We
played
enjoyable.
The weirdest card game ever.
I can't remember for the life of me what the card
game.
But I witnessed and videoed some things that I can't actually show on here.
I must admit, I haven't laughed so much in such a long time. My sides hurt. It was an absolutely brilliant evening.
Yeah, so a farewell evening to the Foxes.
Yeah, it was great.
So what did I just win against Sean?
Tug off. Yes, so we said goodbye to them. Was it the following morning?
Yeah, following morning.
Or was it Monday morning? I'm not quite sure. No, it was the following morning. We said goodbye.
And headed up back towards Kingswood Junction.
Yeah.
We had an overnight stop halfway. And we stopped at the same spot when we came down, when we was looking for a safe gap in the trees to hide from Storm Kiera.
Yeah.
I'll be your dog. No, that was Kiora.
Kiora. Woof. say that.
We're sorry.
And at bridge 40, which is lock 30, you've got Finwood Hill Farm Shop, which would be very handy for all your barbecue supplies in the summer. So unfortunately we're in the middle of a wet March, so we won't be having a barbecue, but any of you guys coming here in the summer, I highly recommend taking a look up at the shop.
I don't know what sort of duck this is, but he's big. Who's your friend? Well, he's just decided to absolutely chuck it down. And in the words of Mark, it's bought life. Morning, people. This is the first lock of the day. One of 18 that we are doing. Mark's at the helm at the moment. It's 18 locks. I'm not sure how long he's going to be at the helm because I think I want to be standing there.
Right, and here we've got a classic example of one of the little split cast iron bridges. Let me show you. Yeah, so in the middle, point your finger, in the middle of the bridge, there was a slit so they could pass the rope over, drop it through there. Right, we're now in the basin at Kingswood Junction, and there it is, all the locks going that way, going south. The lower gate is a single gate and quite heavy. We're now at lock 19, and the lower gate is double gates, which is going to make life a little bit easier for Deb, because I'm doing the boat today and Deb's doing the locks. So each gate obviously half the weight.
Lock. That's what we've got to look forward to.
Yeah, so the method of attack today, because all the locks are so close together, we've got the double lock gates on the bottom. Oh, come on finger, where are we going? Where are we going? There. It's the lock Deb has just come out of, and she's came straight into this lock. Now what I shall do, I shall open the paddles there, let this lock fill, and then I shall run up to the next one, open the gates there, Then as Deb comes out of this lock, she'll go straight into the next lock. Right, so as I said, that lock now filling. Now going to run up to that lock, get that empty and the gates open, and then as Deb comes out of that lock, she can go straight into that lock. And if you made sense of that, you're a better man than I am. Big thank you to
thank you very much.
To this week's patron, Auntie Anne. Now it's not my Auntie Anne or Deb's Auntie Anne.
Well, we don't know.
No, I don't think I've got a cousin Anne. No,
Yeah,
but it's no doubt it's somebody's Auntie Anne. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
And I think that covers it.
Does, yeah.
So if you haven't already subscribed,
Please subscribe.
if you enjoyed the video,
Press the like button. I'm sorry.
tissue.
Yeah, please. Oh, my days.
I think that's about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
So
is.
if you enjoyed this week's video,
Press the like button.
if you haven't already subscribed,
Press the subscribe button.
if you want future notifications of any future videos we're going to get through this,
Bell icon.
hit the bell icon,
Yeah.
and comments. Keep your comments coming.
Love your comments. I really do love your comments.
We shall see you next week.
Yeah, bye.